everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learn with Lily Jack. Today we are going to go over value engineering in regards to pillows and cushions. So let's get to it. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Learn with Lily Jack. Today we are doing another segment of value engineering, and today we are talking about throw pillow fill. So we had an episode a few weeks ago on pillow fill and how to specify pillows, and so today we're going to get a little bit more into the details of cost and where they fall. We talked about it a little bit, but we're going to just talk about kind of the very, very top end and then bring it all the way down to the most cost effective. So the first image that I have up here is a White Goose Down feather. And I think in the history of the company, we probably have made White Goose Down feather pillows maybe twice in 20 years. So this is the Rolls Royce of throw pillows and the fill for them. I am not even sure today what the pricing would be for a standard 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 pillow, but I would assume upwards of $150 to $200. Obviously, it's way, way, way at the upper end of the cost spectrum, but it is one I just wanted to present. The Goose Down is very, very soft, very white. As you can see here, this is the feather portion and the down portion up here. And obviously, depending on the percentages, the pricing will range. But again, this is the most expensive of those. The next one that I want to show you all is just a little bit more detail of what the down cluster portion of the fill looks like and the feather. I talked about in our pillow tutorial that one of the cons about feather down is that sometimes the little bottom portion of the pointy plume will go through the pillow. So you can see here that the feather, what it looks like, and you can see the down cluster. And so, you know, depending on the percentage of the pillow, you would have sometimes 10% feather, 90% down, and that is going to be the most expensive option for down feather. As you go down in percentages, 25% feather, 75% down, and go down from there, it gets less expensive. The more feather you use, also the less expensive it is. So if you were to do 10% down, 90% feather, that is also the least expensive for all of the pillow options. So wanted to just talk about that a little bit. Our standard typically tends to be 1090, but we've had clients want 80% down, 20% feather, and that is, again, on the higher end of the spectrum. So a little bit about down feather. The next one that we want to talk about is kind of our favorite, which is Trillium. So this is 100% Trillium. It is a kind of a industry name, Trillium, but it really, a lot of people say it's a faux down. It's a little bit of polyester and a little bit of silk. It really looks a lot like down, and it performs really, really well. It has a lot of return. But as far as pricing, this one is definitely less expensive than down feather. And at 100% Trillium, it's a little bit more expensive than our standard poly Optima, which I'm going to show you, or fiber cluster, which is what is kind of the standard hospitality fill for most pillows. So this is Trillium or faux down, again, our kind of favorite when it comes to a luxurious looking pillow, but definitely within budget and also looking really, really high end. So very functional as well. So that is Trillium. The next one that I want to show you is Optima. So Optima is going to be the lowest on the spectrum as far as pricing. Now, back in the day, there was kind of a fiber sheet that people will use, and they take that sheet in order to create Optima and kind of pull apart or blow apart the fiber, and they create this little cluster, these little balls that kind of make it a little bit more fluffy and a little bit more luxurious. So this is the, again, most cost-effective pillow fill. And then if we want to do something that is a little bit of a hybrid, which again, we talked about in our last episode, we'll do something that is a combination of Trillium and Optima. So this has, as you can see on the bottom left corner, a little bit of that fiber cluster. And then as you get into the rest of the piece, you can see it's a little bit fluffier. That is some of the Trillium mixed in with it. So again, the more Trillium you have, it'll be a couple of dollars more. The more Optima you have, it'll be a couple of dollars less. So that is where it's kind of, it starts at Optima, then goes into a hybrid Optima Trillium, and then we can go full Trillium, and then again, feather down, the more feather, the lower price, and then all the way up to the White Goose Down. So we will list all the levels of cost below so that you have that for reference. And if you need any other information about pillows, pillow fill, please refer back to our IG account and check out Learn with Lily Jack, our pillow episode. So thanks everyone for joining, and I hope that helped with value engineering for throw pillows. Take care.